When we talk education, we actually are always referring to school and college education. We never refer to skills. We have a fetish for college degrees in our system and school education, and we look down upon skills and or look at skills separately. Whereas the impact of what we are wanting to do will be the highest if education and skills were looked at in one sentence. Because, amongst other things, the victim of our deliberations, the student, that person needs both education and skills. Not just education, can do with just skills, but typically education and skills. Okay. Of late, many people do with education and not skills. That's a very interesting anomaly which we have in the system. So that's the first thing I want to say. Second, I think through CSR, we can actually achieve one thing which the whole system has not been able to do, which is to give skills a social status. Remember, at our best times, only 30% of people who can go to college will go to college. That will be 10 years from now. Now only 19% depending on how you run the numbers, will go. And therefore, there will be 70% in that age group who would not have gone to college. Even today, those who go to school do not go to college. 57% of those who come out of schools do not make it to college. And for them, education word stops at class 8, class 9, class 10 for a variety of reasons. And they don't believe that skill has a social status, and therefore they don't acquire skills. What I'm saying is, if skills have to get social status, then CSR can actually start that engine. Because if they have to get social status, people have to experience that social status before they can tell somebody else. Till they experience, they will not acquire skills. And till they acquire skills, they will not get the status. So actually CSR can break that part. So that's, I think, the second why it makes sense to look at skills. The third thing which I want to say is, to solve the problems that we have as a community, we keep looking for jobs. I think more than employability, we need to create opportunities for employment, which means instead of job consumers, we need to create more job creators. We need to create entrepreneurs, because one guy can get jobs for 10 guys, okay, or 5 guys, or 6 guys. So CSR can again be a startup engine. Now, Section 135, A, B, C, D, all that does not talk about all this. But I'm just suggesting this to corporates who have this issue. If you can focus on skills and you can focus on more employment. The big reason is all known. We heard 3-4 times. Teach a guy how to fish, you will feed him for life. Give him a fish. So I've always wondered, why did we have an MG Narega program? Now somebody will kill me if I go too far about it. But I have always asked myself, I said, that's the best thing the enemy of our country should have done to us. Keep giving people free food till they forget how to work, then come and conquer the country, matter of what. Therefore, it makes great sense to spend that money on education and skills which is required. We use all the great principles when it comes to running businesses. We forget all those principles when it comes to CSR. It is like saying, I sinned the whole of my today, God forgive me, with eyes closed I am putting 10 rupees, it's called my CSR, forgive me for all that I did wrong. I'm sorry. Your money is only a starting point. We need your heart. We need your approach. That's why I actually don't believe in a CSR department, no offense meant to anybody. I believe the whole company is a CSR. And CSR does not stand for responsibility. The R does not stand for responsibility. The R stands for resonance. Resonance with the society around you so that you make a better place to, this place a better place to live. CSR is not, on the other hand, on the other extreme. We should believe a general purpose job, anybody can get up and do it. It's a specialized activity. And within the CSR that you want to do, the action that you want to do education and skills, it's a specialized activity. You want to do healthcare, it's a specialized activity. You want to do drinking water, it's a specialized activity. And if it is a specialized activity, it is best done by specialists. Don't you do that in your organization? But for some reason, you don't do that for your CSR. So if you are doing that, use the best practices, do the plan, do, check, act, which we do every morning. So how much did you plan for CSR? How much did you do? What did you get out of it? What is the next action you want to get? So I think these are some of the principles that I thought I'll share with you for education skills. I'm sure I exceeded my time. Sorry about that.